Hello friends, welcome to my channel Ponvaira Citadel. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the UGC NET question paper, December 2023 question paper. And already we have made 4 videos from the December 2023 question paper. And in this video, we are going to discuss about the questions from environmental science. There are 5 questions and we'll be discussing these 5 questions in this video. And meantime, if you have not subscribed to Ponvaira Citadel, please do so and click the bell icon to get immediate notification. Thank you. Well, here is the first question. Which of the following gases were in the Kyoto Protocol? So you should know about Kyoto Protocol. Kyoto is the name of the city in Japan, and this protocol was adopted. And you should know some more details about Kyoto Protocol. So before getting into the correct answer, and this protocol was adopted on 11th December 1997, but entered into force only on 16th February 2005. Currently, there are 192 parties to this protocol. And what does it say? It actually operationalizes the UN. You should know this. UNFCCC. What is it? United Nations Framework Convention on Climatic Change. United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. So this protocol, Kyoto Protocol, operationalizes. It explains more about this UNFCCC. By committing the countries, industrialized countries, to limit and reduce GHG. What is GHG? Greenhouse gases. You should know this. GHG, greenhouse gases. So by this Kyoto Protocol, these industrialized developed countries, they promise to reduce the GHG emission by 5% at least in the future. And this protocol binds only the developed countries, and it places importance on the principle of common but differentiated responsibility and respective capabilities. So what is common but differentiated? This is the principle on which this protocol is based. What is common but differentiated responsibility? The responsibility is common for all the countries, but it is differentiated because slightly the more advanced countries, the more industrialized countries should reduce more, isn't it? Because it is only because of their emission. It is only because of their exploitation. It is more because of their industrialization. This lot of this emission has happened. So they have more responsibility. So this is what meant by common but differentiated responsibility and respective capabilities, and how much they can reduce. That is their capabilities. And now coming to the point, coming to the questions. Why we discussed all this? Because there might be different questions on this protocol. So you should know. So this is the way you should study. When you learn about something, you learn it fully. What are the possible other questions? So now, what are the greenhouse gases? According to this protocol, there are 7 important greenhouse gases. What are they? One is carbon dioxide. You should know their symbol also, because sometimes they will give it in the symbolic form. CO2 is one of the greenhouse gas, and methane. Methane is another one. Number one, number two. Number three is nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. And number four is HFCs. What are HFCs? Hydrofluorocarbons. And the fifth gas is perfluorocarbon. PFCs. Perfluorocarbons. And the sixth one is sulfur hexafluoride. And the seventh one is nitrogen trifluoride. So these are the 7 important gases of greenhouse gases. So in this protocol, in the Kyoto Protocol, the industrialized countries have promised to reduce their emission at least by 5%. And so see whether what are the gases mentioned here. Yes, carbon dioxide is there and methane is there, and no, nitrogen dioxide is not there, but nitrous oxide is there and sulfur dioxide is not there. So which option contains A, C, D? I'm sorry, A, B and D. Option 1 contains A, B, D. So the answer is option 1. Got it? So you should know about the Kyoto Protocol in order to answer this question and more. So now the next question is temperature inversion in the atmosphere causes what? Dust storm, dispersion of air pollutants, accumulation of air pollutants, ozone and depletion. Which of the thing is caused during temperature inversion? Now we'll see what is temperature inversion. Usually in the atmosphere, the temperature decreases as the altitude increases. That is why it gets cooler in the hill station. But sometimes deviation happens from this normal happenings when warm air is held above cool air, and this is called temperature inversion. And during this phenomena, air pollutants such as smog are trapped inside this inversion near the ground. So in temperature inversion, the air pollutants are trapped. That means the accumulation of air pollutant happens in the temperature inversion. So normally as the altitude height increases, the temperature decreases. But sometimes the reverse happens. It does not, this temperature decrease does not happen. So this is called temperature inversion. And in this area, dust particles are accumulated. So that is the third answer, accumulation of air pollutants is the correct answer. And this is exactly the opposite. Dispersion of air pollutant, this does not happen, and no dust storm and no ozone depletion. So choice option 3 is the correct answer. Now the third question, there are two statements. You should find out which statement is correct, which is incorrect. The first one says the total solids dissolved and suspended in a wastewater sample or the materials left after water has evaporated from the sample. Yes, it is true, correct, because the word total solid referred to the matter suspended or dissolved in water or wastewater, whatever it is, all solids, whether it is dissolved or suspended, totally they are referred to as total solids or total residue. It is a term used for materials left in the container after evaporation. So the first statement is correct. And the second statement says the dissolved solid fraction usually includes colloidal particles. Yes, that is also correct. Usually the dissolved solid fraction include colloidal particles. So both the statements are correct. And so which option says both the statements are correct? The first option says both the statement 1 and 2 are correct. So the answer is first option. See, look at this question. Arrange the following in increasing order of DDT concentration. DDT is a pesticide. Concentration among them as a result of bioaccumulation. So you have to arrange them in the increasing order of DDT concentration. Bioaccumulation is that when an organism eats another organism, then whatever the chemical or the metals, it will get accumulated in its body. So it keeps on increasing. So now all that you have to do is to arrange them in the increasing order of bioaccumulation. And so first, when the DDT is sprayed into the plants, it will get washed off into the water body, right? So the first is the water body. And then what will happen? The zooplanktons are microorganisms. Planktons are microorganisms present in the water body. And zooplanktons are the small animals, and phytoplanktons are the algae, fungi, plant organisms. So zooplanktons are small animals present in the water body. So from the water body, the DDT goes into the body of zooplankton. It gets bioaccumulated in the, so usually they are unicellular organisms in the zooplanktons. And these small microorganisms, zooplanktons, are eaten up by the fish. And finally, the birds eat the fish eating birds. So this is the order. So first is the water body, B, and the next comes the zooplankton, D, and then zooplanktons are eaten up by the fish, and then fishes are eaten up by the fish eating bodies, C. So this is the order. B, D, A, C. So which is in this order? Look at the option. The second one is B, D, A, C. So answer 2. Option 2 is the correct answer. So this is the food chain. You know, have you heard of food chain and food web? That is an animal or an organism eats one organism, and that is being eaten up by the next one level. So this is called food chain. So it starts with the food chain here starts with water body, then it goes to phyto or zooplanktons, then the fish, then comes the fish eating bird. So the DDT level keeps on increasing, and that is called bioaccumulation. So option 2 is the correct answer. Read this question. There are two statements given. The first statement says, when a hazardous waste has either high or low pH value, it must be treated for neutralization before discharge. So hazardous waste is harmful waste, and when it has either high or low pH, what is the pH? pH value is the power of potential of hydrogen. When the pH value is low, it is acidic in nature. How much low? When it is less than 7, it is acidic in nature. When it is above 7, when it is high, it is alkaline. So in both the cases, they must be neutralized. before discharging them. If it is acidic, you will neutralize it with base, and if it is alkaline, you will neutralize it with the acid. So the statement 1 is correct. Okay. And now coming to the second statement, sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acids are added to hazardous waste with low pH value. So as I have told you, low pH value, anything below 7 is acidic. So low pH value means that the material is acidic, and you won't add more acid to that to neutralize it. In order to neutralize it, you should add a base to it. So you are not going to add acid. This is a wrong statement. So find out the option which where the first statement is correct and the second statement is incorrect, the third option. So third option is correct. Okay. So friends, we have come to the end of the video. So already we have discussed UGC NET December 2023 papers. Nearly 5 sections we have discussed. We have finished discussing data interpretation, questions from research methodology, and questions from teaching aptitude, and maths logical reasoning. And now we have finished 5 questions from environmental science. What is left out is higher education policy, communication and ICT, and comprehension. So I will come up with these topics very soon. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel Ponvaira Citadel and click the bell icon, and please send me your feedback. Thank you. Bye bye.